And we are live. Hello everyone, it's your boy Treka Z, and I'm doing a live video to update you guys about the situation in Syria. I mean, the situation, guys, is crazy. It's devastating. It's terrible. Like, all the stuff that we've been fearing to happen is now happening. And I am so shocked to see what my country has become. Like, ever since this Jolani guy took power, Syria has turned into a bloodbath, a jungle, chaotic, no rule, no safety at all. And they are like barbarians. If you see the news, if you see what they have been doing to the minorities of Syria, it is inhumane. It is crazy how the world is just watching and nobody is doing anything about it. Like me, I've been trying my best to spread awareness and to do as much videos and put facts and put footages so that the world can see what is going on to the minorities of Syria. It is so heartbreaking to see what my country has become. Guys, I've been doing videos, I've been posting them, but here on Facebook, I feel like Facebook has been shadow banning me because I've been posting videos about the genocide that the Jolani Syrian government, the Jolani government has been doing to the DRUZE community in the south of Syria. But I think because I've been posting footages and clips of the barbaric, violent acts that these jihadists have been doing to the DRUZE community, because they are violent clips, Facebook is now making my post not reach as much people as it usually does, because they say these are violent clips. And of course, I don't want to post violent clips, but it's because people need to see what these like barbarians are doing to the Syrian minority of Syria. Like, it is crazy what they have been doing. They attacked the city of Sweda. They started killing everybody left and right. They're not even like killing just men. They're killing men. They're killing old men. They're killing children. They're killing women. It is crazy what they have been doing to the DRUZE community. It is crazy. Like, I've posted many videos, and if you guys are watching this live video and are surprised, please, after this live video ends, please go down to my page and check the previous videos that I've posted so that you guys can have an idea of what has been happening to the minorities of Syria. Like, they entered the city of Sweda, which is my city. I am from the city of Sweda. They are like raping women. They are beheading people. They are holding old men like with mustaches, and they are shaving their mustaches as a form of like humiliation, because in the DRUZE community, having a mustache is like a form of honor. It's like a symbol of honor. So for them to humiliate the DRUZE community, they are holding old men, 80 years old, 75 years old, and they're shaving their mustache in the middle of the street. And after they do that, they just shoot them dead. Syria has become sectarian. And this is what we have all been warning the world about, that if this Syrian government, the Assad government, gets overthrown, this is what is going to happen to Syria. Not saying that Assad is an angel and everything about him was perfect, but we were seeing who are the people that were fighting him. We were seeing who were the groups that were trying to overthrow him. Most of them were extremist, Islamic, jihadist, terrorist groups. People that are very backward minded, people that share the Wahhabi ideology, people who want to turn Syria from a free, democratic, secular country into a old age, Islamic Sharia law implementing country, where women have no rights, where minorities are killed and oppressed, where, you know, that kind of mentality. Like, they want to turn Syria into Libya, they want to turn Syria into Afghanistan. And most of the Syrian people were trying to fight for this not to happen. But unfortunately, here we are. Here we are. And you guys have been seeing what they've been doing. I've been posting a lot of videos. They did a suicide bomb in a church in Damascus countryside, killing Christians on a Sunday while they were praying. They slaughtered the Allawites in the north. And now they are slaughtering the DRUZE in the south. and they are just killing all the minorities. People are trying to find a way to run out of the country, and they are finding it very difficult because they are being surrounded. Even now, me, I'm trying to find a way for my family and relatives to travel out of the country, because the country is no longer safe for any of us. It's no longer safe, and I thank God every single day that I was able to leave Syria, because if I wasn't, I would have been also one of the people that got slaughtered for all the shit that I've been talking and all the stuff I've been posting, exposing who these barbarians really are. They went to a hospital, like after they entered the city of Sweden, they were shooting people, killing people, like in like they would hold like 50 DRUZE men in the middle of the square and just shoot them dead. And they even went to a hospital where there was like hundreds of injured people, and they entered the hospital and they killed all the injured patients in the hospital, and then killed all the doctors and nurses that were treating the injured. They are like they are worse than the Nazis. They are worse than them. Like nobody is believing how barbaric these people are. And like I said, to the people that are listening to this live video and are surprised, is because I've been getting shadow banned, because I've been posting a lot of videos exposing who these barbarians are and what they have been doing. But I think because I've been posting like graphic videos, like Facebook is now making my reach not reach as much as usual. There are many videos, like they went to a house in the fourth floor in Sweden, and there were two brothers and a cousin, and they held weapons to their head, and they told them, if you don't jump from the balcony and kill yourself, we are going to shoot you right here. And then those three DRUZE men were forced to jump out of the balcony, and that's how they lost their lives. Guys, what I am telling you, like, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart to see what is going on in Syria, and the world and the mainstream media is silent about it. They're not reporting about this. So that's why, like, I am really like depending on you guys to share this video as much as you can, so that the world can understand and see what is going on in Syria. And any person that is surprised to what is happening right now in Syria is either ignorant or is unintelligent, because what did you really expect would happen when a terrorist member suddenly becomes the president of a country, the president of one of the oldest civilizations in the world, one of the richest cultures in the world, Syria? It's mentioned in the Bibles, it's mentioned in all the religions in the world, history, rich in culture, rich in religion, very, very multi-religious country, beautiful country. They are destroying everything about it. Now me looking at the footages of Syria, it's like even me as a Syrian, I no longer recognize my country. I no longer recognize it because of this new government that is taking power. And the fact that now Jolani went to France and shook hands with Macron and shook hands with Trump and shook hands with the Russian government and the Gulf countries, to me it's like I'm not even able to comprehend it. Like, just to show you guys how politics is such a dirty game, and none of these politicians give a flying fuck about any of us. They don't give a fuck about any of us. They would sell us at any time for their own interest. They would come out and they would say, oh, we care about the people and we care about the innocent and we care about but they don't care. These politicians, all they care about is their interest and their pocket and their position. They don't care about us people. That's why it is up to us to spread awareness and speak up and educate the people about what is really going on, because all of these politicians are all liars. They're all liars, guys. And I am honestly sick and tired of this situation. It is just getting like worse and worse and worse. As soon as this Jolani took power, the first thing they did, they went to the north and started slaughtering the allawites. Then they started with the Christians, and now they are slaughtering the DRUZE. And they cut the electricity on the DRUZE community. They cut the water. After they entered and they slaughtered thousands of Druze. They entered each house, the houses that of the Druze people, and they stole everything. They were stealing the furniture, the fridge, the television, and like the footages. And that's why I say go back to the previous videos that I posted in my page. All of these clips that I am explaining to you guys are all in the videos that I have posted. But I'm afraid to show you guys the videos now, because I'm afraid Facebook will flag the live video again, because I really want to get my message out. So they are stealing the houses, like looting the shops, looting the houses, stealing. They cut off electricity, they cut off water, they cut off communication from the Druze city. And now the Druze in Sweden are starving. They are starving. They have no electricity, they have no food, they have no water. Imagine that there are even videos of them going to the farms and like stealing the goats and stealing the chicken and stealing. So like they are trying to make sure that the Druze community like literally starve to death. They are literally committing genocide on them. Imagine to what situation we have reached in Syria. I'm gonna show you a couple of clips just so that you can get the idea of what I am talking about, okay? Look at what they are doing to the Druze people. Look, this is an old man, a 60, 70-year-old man. Can you imagine? They're tying him, and they are, look, they're pointing the gun on him. Look, his friend is on the ground. They're kicking his head. Guys, it is so, look, this is another Druze guy that cutting his mustache. Because I told you guys, in the Druze community, a mustache is the symbol of honor. And look at how they are humiliating them. Look at how they are beating the hell out of them. They're humiliating, shaving their mustaches in public, posting it online, and they're boasting about it like as if they are doing something. Look, this is an old man, guys. Imagine this is your grandfather. Imagine this is your grandfather. And you know, this man, later on after this video, they shot him. Can you guys imagine how like barbaric the people we are dealing with are? Like, imagine this is now the new Syrian government. And this is just small clips that I'm showing you. If I show you the rest of the clips, you guys might get depressed. That's why I'm not gonna show you the violent clips. I'm just showing you guys small stuff just so that you can understand like what is going on. And the world is silent. And look, the international community knows this. They see this. They're not blind. They're not deaf. They know this, but they're not doing anything about it. Why? Because now Jolani is a puppet to the West. They finally were able to get rid of Assad, and they were able to put a puppet president who would tell them, yes, sir, and whatever you need, we would do. So that's why they're putting a blind eye on what is going on to the people of Sweden and the Syrians like it's crazy, guys. The city of Sweden has become a ghost town, and then they are going, you know, because the Romans used to conquered us. So in Sweden we have a lot of like very ancient old Roman buildings, like very beautiful, like thousands and thousands of years old. They are going to these like historical areas, and look at what they are doing. They are literally destroying the artifacts, and like this is like the erasing 10,000 year old like cultural identity of the Syria, like destroying antiques and art. Look. Can you imagine? Like this is like a site where like thousands of people worldwide used to come to Syria to visit, and they are literally destroying them. Why? Because this is haram. This is not Islamic. So this should be broken. This should be destroyed. Like I don't understand like how crazy the situation is. This is another video, guys. I'm gonna translate it to you. So this is one of the bastards of the jihadists. What he is saying is that he's standing in the entrance road that enters Sweden, because a lot of people are trying to send help, like food and medicine and drinks and water and like help to the city of Sweden. And they're saying that, look, we are standing in the entrance of the city of Sweden to make sure that no help enters to save the DRUZE community. Like, I mean, what else can I say? I mean, guys, go back 6-7 years ago to my videos and you would see me warning the world that this was going to happen. There are videos that are 7 years old, 8 years old, 10 years old of me talking about these are the people that are trying to overthrow the government. These are the people the Syrian people are fighting. And if these people take over, these people are going to destroy the country. And who has been funding these jihadists? The United States. It started under the Obama administration and Biden. Turkey was funding them. Saudi Arabia was funding them. Qatar was funding them. NATO and Israel was funding them. They wanted to overthrow Assad so bad that they knew that the majority of the Syrian people were not going to overthrow the government. So what did they start doing? They started arming and funding Al-Qaeda and ISIS and groups that are just like that, like Jabhat al-Nusra and HTS. Because whenever like the Syrian army would liberate an area under ISIS, when they entered those areas and they would find weapons made in America. And that's even how we started even learning that the United States was playing a huge role in funding these jihadists, because the Syrian army and government only buys weapons from Russia. So most of the weapons in Syria are made in Russia. So when they used to enter these areas that were under the control of Al-Qaeda and ISIS and Jabhat al-Nusra, they would find weapons made in America. So the question was like, how were these weapons entering? It was either America was sending them directly or they was sending them like indirectly. And Obama even like admitted it. Like there's a video of Obama admitting it, saying that we are sending weapons to moderate rebels. Well, Mr. fucking Obama, are these the moderate rebels you were talking about and the freedom fighters? These are the moderate rebels that you were sending millions and millions from American tax dollars to Syria? This is where, to all my American followers, I have a lot of American followers and I know that. And I am so grateful for you guys, because you guys are all very smart and woke and you know what is really going on. These are the rebels, these are the terrorists that Obama and Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton were sending money and weapons to. And they were lying to all of you, telling you guys that, oh, we are sending it to freedom fighters and moderate rebels. These are the freedom fighters that they are talking about. This is the video that I'm going to show you now. This is literally yesterday. So it is like very brand new. So there was this singer. He's from Aleppo. He used to be a Assad supporter. So he had a song that he sang, like he used to sing in parties and stuff, like in support of Assad. And now these terrorists that were crying for freedom and peace, and oh my God, the Syrian government is a dictatorship, we want to overthrow it so that we can have peace and love and unity. Look at what they are doing to this singer just because he sang a song to Assad. Wait. Why is the link not opening? 1 second. Oh, I think they deleted it. I think they just deleted the link because it's too violent. Wow, that's crazy. So anyway, it's a video of them catching this singer. They're tying his hands and they're beating the hell out of him, and they're holding markers and like writing on his face, humiliating him and like spitting on him and all of that. Why? Because once he sang a song in support of Assad. But I thought you guys, believed in freedom and you wanted freedom and democracy in the country. So if you really believed in that, then any Syrian artist can be able to sing about whoever he wants. So, I mean, guys, we need to all like share this video. We need to wake up, and people need to know the truth, because let me tell you something, terrorism has no border. Now that they are in control of Syria, if these people are not stopped, they are going to start spreading. They're already in Europe. They're already spreading east and west. And when the right time comes, they're gonna get the signal, and then you're gonna start hearing about suicide bombs and jihadi suicide bombing and all of this shit in the West. And we don't want that. We don't want these people to to spread in the world. They need to be stopped. They need to be stopped. It's crazy. And if you want, you guys can just like search the guy's name. The guy's name is Omar Khairi. Omar Khairi. That's the name of the artist that they were beating because he sang a song. Guys, it's crazy. I'm trying to find it for you guys. I'm trying to find the video of him so that you guys can like see what has been going on. And guys, look, I'm gonna be very honest. Like I am not optimistic about the situation in Syria because it is getting worse, and the mainstream media and the Western politicians are suddenly quiet. I remember when Assad used to fart, they would do a whole montage about him. Oh my God, is that chemical weapons? He just fart. Oh, I found the video. Wait. Look what they're doing to him. In the middle of the street. They tied him to a pole and they're writing on his face. Look, they shaved his head. And they're just humiliating the living hell out of him. Writing shit on his face, insulting him, spitting at him, hitting him. It is crazy. It is crazy to see my country like that. You guys remember when I used to work in the Ministry of Tourism? Remember all those videos that I used to show you guys about the nightlife in Syria and how like we used to party and drink and take shots and do all of that? Well, you can kiss that goodbye. You can kiss that goodbye. All the liquor stores now in Syria are being closed. They have been shut down because if they're not being shut down, they're either breaking it and killing the person selling the alcohol, or if they haven't done that yet, the owner of the liquor store are closing it in fear of that happening to them. So, I mean, guys, this is what happens when an Al-Qaeda member suddenly becomes the president of Syria. And you know what like shocks me is that there was a $10 million bounty on Jolani's head, and Donald Trump removed that bounty. Donald Trump removed that bounty, and he's no longer wanted, and he actually met with him and shook his hand. And Donald Trump was saying good things about Jolani. And you know what like really pisses me off? Because I know for a fact that Donald Trump knows that this guy is a terrorist and is a bad guy. But I guess because there is an understanding that now when it comes to foreign policy, this Jolani will do whatever Israel and the United States tells him to do. So to the United States and Israel, they don't really care anymore, like whether he's a terrorist, whether he's a Democrat or he's a secular or he's an atheist. They don't care. They don't give a flying fuck about then whatever happens internally in Syria, as long as externally, foreign policy wise, whatever they want him to do, he will do, then there is no problem. And this is why I go back to my last point of politics is such a dirty game, and politicians are like should all be hanged because of what they are doing to the world and you know what's happening. Andrzej is saying Trump is a Jewish puppet. You know what? Like, if you would tell me this a couple of years ago, I would, like, maybe, you know, debate you. But right now, I have no doubt. Because, you know, there are many, like, examples, especially this year. Trump, like, backed out on many of his, like, key promises that, like, not only shocked me, shocked more like the majority of his followers. At first he was saying, oh, the Palestine-Israel crisis, I'm gonna end it very soon. It has not ended. He was criticizing Joe Biden for sending weapons and money to Ukraine. Donald Trump now is sending money and weapons to Ukraine. Like, look at the flip-flop, okay? He used to always say America first, America first. He's sending hundreds of millions of dollars to Israel and to Ukraine. Why won't he use that money to the American people? Number two, recently, this was 2 days ago, Canada recently like came out with a statement where they acknowledge Palestine as a state. And then Donald Trump came out, he wrote a tweet and he was like, oh my God, Canada, did you just, you know, recognize Palestine as a state? Well, remember we were about to do like a trade deal. Well, now we're no longer gonna do a trade deal because you recognize Palestine as a state. my question is, are you the president of Israel or are you the president of America? If this trade deal between America and Canada is going to benefit America's economy and is going to benefit the American people, why are you going to cancel it because of Canada's stance on the Palestine-Israel crisis? What is your business about it? Why are you going to cancel a trade deal that is going to benefit the American economy and the American people because of Benjamin Netanyahu? Why do you keep on writing on Twitter, oh, Benjamin Netanyahu is a hero and he needs to win a Nobel Peace Prize and he's an amazing person, when the whole world knows that Benjamin Netanyahu has a lot of blood on his hands? Like, what he's doing in Gaza is like crazy. Like, under the excuse, oh, we want to attack Hamas. Okay, destroy Hamas. Nobody likes Hamas, but you have killed hundreds of thousands of innocent children and people in like with it. So like, what the hell is going on? Like, so he has like shocked the hell out of many of his followers and many people. He has backed down on many of his promises, which is like, just shows you that no matter who the American president is, unfortunately, whether he's a Republican or he's a Democrat, the American foreign policy never changes. As soon as you get into power, just like Putin once said, people with black suits enter the White House and then tell you exactly what you are gonna do and what you are not allowed to do, what you are allowed to say and what you are not allowed to say. But thankfully now the whole world is waking up and people are beginning to realize and notice a pattern that this is crazy. So what, in America, every American is allowed to criticize America and insult America and say whatever they want to say, but as soon as they criticize Netanyahu or Israel, suddenly they lose their job, they get cancelled, they are silenced. Yo, guys, people are waking up. People are waking up and nobody's buying into that bullshit anymore. And like, see, if we don't all stand up together and speak up, they're going to come for all of us. For all of us. You can kiss that freedom of speech goodbye. And speaking of freedom of speech and gun ownership, guys, this is why I believe in gun ownership. Any fucking liberal that comes to me and it's like, oh my god, no, guns are violent, it's like, shut your bitch ass up. Every single citizen needs to own a gun. Do you know why? And I'm gonna give you a good example. All right, so in Syria, when Jolani took power, they went to cities and they went to communities and they were telling them, you guys need to give up your arms because now we are the new government and we are the ones that should only hold the weapons. And there are some stupid people in Syria that gave up the arms, like the Christians and the allawites. They gave up the arms because they had clean intention. They were like, you know what, Assad is gone, there's a new government, let us heal, let us rebuild the country, let us all unite and let us, move forward and build the country. So the allawites gave up their guns. The Christians gave up their guns, and as soon as they did that, the Jolani government attacked them and slaughtered all of them. All of them. They slaughtered them. And when they attacked their regions, the Allawites and the Christians couldn't defend themselves because they gave up all their arms. They gave up all the arms. The reason why the city of Sweden and the DRUZE gave up fought and yes, there were thousands of DRUZE people that died, but there were also thousands of Jolani terrorist members that died. Why? Because the DRUZE community did not give up their arms. So when these jihadists started entering the city of Sweden, there were a lot of people from Sweden that were able to defend themselves and defend their women, but obviously not all were able to, but there was a huge amount of people and towns that were able to defend themselves from these jihadists, that the jihadists had to retreat and then regroup and then attack again. Why? Because they had guns. And that's why, guys, I'm telling you, to the United States followers, don't ever let a new government take away your guns. Because for the reason of, if God forbid one day you guys are ruled by a dictator or a fascist government, you guys can at least stand up against them and fight them. But if you guys are armless, just like what, you know, Hitler, like when Hitler took power, he took away the guns from everyone, and that's why he was able to like rule the whole country. Same with the communists and Stalin. They took away the guns from the people so that they can rule over them. How are the people going to stand up against a fascist government when they don't have arms? You think they're gonna be able to overthrow a government by singing songs and writing poetry? Of course not. This is reality. This is reality, and we need to wake up. Colin is saying Christians are numb to it because of the Schofield Bible written to support Zionism. And listen, yeah, there's a lot of ridiculous people that say, oh, we need to support Israel because, you know, of the Bible. It's like, yo, there's a huge difference between that land and the Israeli government. The Israeli government is not biblical and from the prophecy of Christianity. You understand? So there's a huge difference. You can, of course, have love and loyalty for the land because that's where Jesus, our Lord and Savior, came from. But the government ruling that land, if anybody has any doubt today that, oh, you know, they are good people but they're misunderstood, is like, yo, you need to read up. You need to read up. And this is not saying that Hamas are angels. Hamas are also bastards, just like Benjamin Netanyahu's government. It's just unfortunate that at the end of the day, it's the innocent people that are going to die from both sides. So people need to kick these people out. All of these like warmongering politicians need to get kicked out, because if this is not going to stop, this terrorism and this problem is going to spread out, guys. It is going to spread out. Like, terrorism has no border. It's an ideology. It's an ideology. It can spread out easily. And once it takes control, look at Syria. It's very hard to get rid of it. Look at Iraq. They're still suffering from it. Look at Libya. Look at Afghanistan. Afghanistan, look, the Taliban took over and now women cannot even go to college. Women cannot go to college. Like, look at how ignorant and barbaric these people are. Look at how ignorant. I swear they are the cancer of this world. It's crazy, guys. I'm so upset and I'm so broken to see like what is going on. And there are 3 people from my family members that got killed. And I couldn't even post about it on my page, because if I post about it, people would then know what my family name is. And I've been always hiding my family name out of protection from myself and my family. That's why I just say Z, you know, but nobody really knows my family name except my very close friends and like the people that I'm very, like I really trust. But it's because of this, because if they know what your family's name, then they will be able to trace you and know your location and know where your house is. So it is out of like security and protection. That's like why, you know. But right now, like I'm really trying to get my like, you know, relatives out of that region, because their life is constantly in danger, guys. It's constantly in danger, and like I'm 24 hours worried about it and thinking about it, and it's like very depressing and very like I'm always having anxiety thinking about it, like, you know. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. And yeah, like, does anybody have any questions? Thank you, Andrea. Andrea sent my condolences, Treka. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Andrea. And thank you guys for the support and for always listening and for always sharing. But I mean, if I'm not gonna come out and talk about it, who is? You know, someone has to risk their life and speak up, because I cannot just watch my country get destroyed every single day and not do anything about it. Like, I need to speak up, and everyone needs to speak up. Like, when we are all together and we speak up, then there is no way they can stop us. There is no way they can stop us. You know, what I want to do, just to have a clear conscience, I want to expose the truth and tell everybody what is going on, and then let that message just spread and spread to the second person, to the third person, to the fourth person. Let everyone, you know, like, get the information, and then when the whole world or the majority of the world knows the truth, that is when change will come. That is when change will really come. Yeah. And guys, look, I'm gonna ask for a favor. Look, I'm gonna put my PayPal link in the description, and if you guys are able to support me by donating to help me continue doing this work, with this money I'm going to use it to be able to get the remaining of my relatives out of Syria. You don't have to, but if you're able to, I would personally really like appreciate it. I'm gonna put my PayPal link in the description. If you want to and are able to, please help me by donating to the link, and this will help me, and this will also help me continue doing what I'm doing. And if not, just sharing this video is more than enough, and to me, I am more than like happy about it. But I really appreciate all of your support throughout these years. And you know, I'm just very upset, guys. I'm very upset because, like, you guys know me, you guys have been following me for 10 years. You guys remember how Syria was. Like, I was doing videos, going to Christian churches, Christian celebration, nightlife, clubs, bars, ancient sites, museums, and showing you the daily life and the beautiful history and culture of Syria and how beautiful this country is. And now for me to just sit down like helpless and not able to do anything about it and just watch my country get destroyed every single day, it's like I feel like, you know, like fucking breaking the house of like how angry I am, you know, like to just see this happening to my people and see this happening to my country while like the world is silent and no one is talking about it. No one is talking about it. People are talking about, oh my God, you know, Sweeney did an ad wearing a jeans, and oh my God, that's so racist. Oh my God, the white people, she's talking about blue eyes and, you know, the white gene. Oh my God, white supremacy is killing us. We need to put a stop to this white supremacy. Like, this is what people are talking about when like people are literally dying on a daily basis, just to show you the priorities of the mainstream media. But I feel like they do this intentionally to distract people from what is going on. You know, they don't want people to wake up. They don't want people to question like what is going on. So they'll be like, oh wow, did you see that? Oh my God, Diddy did this. Oh look, and Sweeney did an ad about a jeans. Oh my God, how racist of her. And they distract us with irrelevant shit like that, and while, you know, they're doing that dirty work. Yeah. Muhammad Ali saying, you saved a lot of human and you are great. We need Syria to help us a lot. You guys have a great history. Thank you so much, Muhammad Ali. I really appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Colin Alex is saying, whole of the West is being destroyed also, and it's the same folk instigating it. Yes, of course, bro. Of course. Of course. And you know how many ISIS and Al-Qaeda members like ran away to Europe as refugees, running away from the Assad government? Do you know how many? We're talking about thousands of them. And one day, they're just all, once they get the call, you're gonna see them how suddenly you're just gonna start hearing about suicide bombs. And I hope that never happens. I hope that never happens, but it's going to happen. You will see. I'm going to remind you guys. Because like I said, terrorism has no border, and it could, if it's happening to us, it can happen to you. Before 2011, you can Google this, Syria was the safest country in the Middle East, and it was the cheapest country in the Middle East. Now Syria is the most dangerous country in the world and one of the most expensive in the Middle East. So in a couple of years, a whole country's situation can flip upside down, guys. In a year, I was there in Syria when that shit happened. I was in Syria before the war, and I was in Syria during the war, and I'm telling you this out of experience. I'm not telling you this out of like, oh, a book I read. So guys, we need to wake up, and thank you all for like the support. Like, I really appreciate it, and like every time I feel very upset and angry, I feel like when I do these live videos and I talk to you guys, like I end up feeling like better after the live videos. Like I feel like I know I'm talking to a camera, but like you guys interacting and engaging and asking questions and supporting, like it really makes me feel better, and it gives me energy, you know, to continue, you know, doing what I'm doing. Because sometimes I feel like, should I even continue doing these videos, or should I just stop because like it's helpless? But then like there's just a voice inside me that, I'm so stubborn, guys. I'm so stubborn that I don't think I'll ever stop. I don't think I'll ever stop. Even if, God forbid, one day ISIS captures me. You think I'm going to be begging for my life and telling them, please don't kill me, I'm sorry, I didn't know. If these motherfuckers ever catch me in their life, I'm gonna be like, you know what, yes, I said what I said, and I meant it, and I said it from my chest. You wanna kill me? Fuck you. That's how I'm going to die, like a fucking G. I'm not gonna die on my knees begging for my life and please forgive me, and I'll wait for them to shave my mustache. If they want to shave my mustache, I'm going to be peeing on them while they're trying to shave my mustache. I don't give a fuck. I'll die like a man. I'm not gonna die crying and like a coward and begging. Fuck that shit. I stand by every single thing I said, and I mean every single thing I said. And from here till 1,000 years, fuck Jolani and fuck these Islamic extremist jihadist terrorist groups, and they are the cancer of this world. And that time is going to come. That time is going to come, because love will always win over hate. Love will win always over hate. There is no way evil can win. There is no way. There is no way. If you are a believer in God, there is no way people that are as evil like this can win. They can do what they are doing now, but not for so long. Not for so long. God is watching them. God is writing everything down. We are seeing them, and we will stop them. We will stop them. There will come a day where these people are going to become like cockroaches. Yeah, guys. So yeah, that's about it, and I'm gonna end the video right now. And thank you all for watching, and thank you all for sharing. And I'm gonna put the links on the description, and I'll be doing a new video tomorrow, so stay tuned. And if you guys are a follower, already following my page, just go to my page and click on, you know, see first or priority, so that like when a new post comes out from me, like you are notified. Because I told you, ever since I've been posting all of these clips, because they're a little bit graphic, Facebook is like limiting my reach. So if you guys wanna see all the videos that I've been explaining right now in detail, at the end of this video, just go to my page, go to videos, and just watch the last 6-7 videos that I've posted. You will understand everything, because I've done videos explaining them in detail, with videos, with proof, with pictures, with everything. So just do that. Also make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. They're all under the name Treka Z. So just search Treka Z, you will find the hairy beast from the Middle East, baby. You're gonna see me, and I'll be doing what I'll be doing, and I'll be saying what I'll be saying. So do that. God bless you. I love you all from my heart, and thank you all for the beautiful comment and support, and we will win this fight. Peace. And Epstein didn't kill himself.